It's very easy to overestimate the importance of a single decisive moment and underestimate the role of small changes that happen every day. All too often, we convince ourselves that noticeable success requires noticeable effort. Whether it's dieting, starting a business, writing a book, winning a competition, or achieving any other goal, we face intense pressure to make dramatic improvements that everyone will talk about. At the same time, a 1% improvement isn't very noticeable, and in some cases, not noticeable at all. But it can be far more important, especially in the long run. The effect that can be achieved over time through small changes can be impressive. The math here is as follows. If you can improve by just 1% every day for a year, by the end of that period, you will be 37 times better than you were at the start of this journey. Conversely, if you get 1% worse every day for a year, you will regress to practically zero. What starts as a small victory or a minor defeat gradually takes on more significant forms. Habits are a byproduct of the process of self-improvement. Just as the amount of money in a bank account grows through interest accrual, the positive effect of habits accumulates as they are repeated. On a daily basis, the effect may seem very small, but after a few months or a year, you will see a truly stunning result. Only when you look back 2, 5, or even 10 years later do you realize the obvious value of good habits and the negative impact of bad ones. This is a rather complex concept to apply in everyday life. We often dismiss small changes because they seem insignificant at a specific moment in time. If you save a little money now, you won't become a millionaire. If you go to the gym 3 days in a row, you won't get in great shape. If you set aside an hour tonight to study Chinese, you won't learn the language. We make small changes, but results never come quickly, and this often leads us to revert to our old ways. Unfortunately, the slow pace of change makes it easier for us to stick to bad habits. If you eat unhealthy, high-calorie food today, the scale won't show any significant changes. If you work late today and ignore your family, your loved ones will forgive you. If you take a long time to get started and put off a new project until tomorrow, you usually still have enough time to finish it by the deadline. The consequences of a single decision are quite difficult to assess. But if we repeat just 1% of our mistakes day after day, constantly reproducing the wrong decisions, repeating tiny flaws, finding reasonable explanations and excuses for our actions, our daily and seemingly insignificant choices can lead to extremely negative results. It is the accumulation of countless missteps, a 1% deviation here and there, that ultimately leads to serious problems. The effect caused by a change in habits is similar to the result of changing an airplane's course by just a few degrees. Imagine you're flying from Los Angeles to New York. If, after taking off from Los Angeles, the pilot adjusts the course by just 3.5 degrees south, you'll land in Washington instead of New York. Such a minor change would hardly be noticeable during takeoff. The nose of the plane would shift by only a few feet. But when scaled to account for the size of the United States, the flight would end up 100 miles from the original destination.